He has landed himself in a Philippine jail for 2 to 3 years with more charges pending. Charges that could have him in prison for up to 24 years. And this is such a big deal that even the president of the Philippines has commented on it. We have to fight back against bullies like him, and our government is here to hold them accountable.
Well, there was vandalism, there was unjust vexation, burglary.
They won't recognize me.
Videocaming someone without their consent.
You are the best thing to watch on a pop, pop, pop.
He stole an electric fan.
That's my only fan left in the chat.
He stole a motorcycle from a patrolman of BGC.
Okay. Huliin mo yan. Huliin mo yan. He's not chasing me. I know.
He has, I think, 30 videos in the Philippines. All that, making a fool of Filipinos.
This is exclusive updates. And so Vitaly used to be a very popular YouTuber until he got pretty much banned off of social media for his antics. He was over the top, and you know, so he went down to the Philippines and started doing his antics there. So he always had this thing where he did disturbing the peace, where he pretty much just bully people on camera and mess with them, annoy them, you know, be very aggressive with people. This was what he was calling disturbing the peace. So he pretty much was finished with YouTube because YouTube wasn't paying him. They wasn't, you know, they was suppressing his views. He wasn't getting paid right. They pretty much demonetized him and all that. So he found a new home at Kick, I believe it is, where, you know, you have streamers doing all these live streams like Neon and some others be on there. I don't know if Kaisenet be on there too or not. I know there's a few other people very popular on Kick where they pretty much stream their life. They have a camera rolling all the time, and they're just you know, making movies basically every day, just filming, live stream. I think also FauciTube was on that channel as well, or that network. So, and I guess they get paid off of that. So with Vitaly, this is where he made his new home, and he went to the Philippines. So this is where he made his biggest mistake, because they're not playing out there with him. So he is out there doing his disturbing the peace stuff, and, you know, taking cops' hats, and, you know, he tried to like take a motorcycle. He, you know, he tried to like act like he was gonna take off on it, and he was just causing a lot of trouble. He was stealing from stores, and, you know, it was like he was stealing stuff and then giving it back though. It was just for the video. You know, he'd walk off with something like a fan or something. He said, "I need a fan." He'd walk off with it, and then you know, basically it was off camera or something, he would give it back. You know, it wasn't like he was really taking their stuff. I don't believe he wouldn't be that dumb. I don't believe so. Most likely it was just for content. You know, he was trying to get the views and get people to tune in. So he thinks it's funny though. I mean, I think he's part of the reason why a lot of prank channels got removed off of YouTube, is people like that. It's like they don't, you know how to chill. They take it too far with their so-called pranks. I think that's why a lot of prank channels are gone now. It started with him, and then there's others. They were just over the top, you know. And it's some of these pranksters even get arrested. Well, that's what happened to Vitaly. He got arrested in the Philippines, and they're not playing with him. They said he's not gonna be released. So basically they're gonna keep him in there, I guess, for doing all those stunts. They said you can't do that out here. They're not happy about it. They don't think it's funny. They said, so what they planning on doing is making him go to trial. They said, so he'll most likely be sitting in that jail in the Philippines for 2 to 3 years before a trial. They said it's going to take about 2 or 3 years because they got so much, I guess, people ahead of them. And it's a slow process, you know, I guess. So while he's awaiting trial, they said he's going to be in jail. He's not going to be getting bond. You know, they're going to have him in jail.
Finally getting arrested. 5 cases have been filed against Russian vlogger Vitaly for his about 30 videos making a fool of Filipinos, according to the DILG secretary.
What is the plan for the Russian vlogger who was apparently, as reporters have written, smug even after his arrest? Maraming vloggers who do that for show, right?
For clout.
For clout, for show. So clearly it's for his YouTube, not to get more views. But
That's
what
right.
happens to him now?
He has no access to a cell phone. He has an access only to a cell phone to contact family or attorney. He's not allowed to vlog about anything which goes on inside the detention facility. He will live on the national stipend of 3 meals at 70 pesos a day. That's for all 3 meals. He will get special treatment. He will live in a common cell while an air conditioner. I think that hearing the civil trial, I don't know, it's civil criminal, maybe it's criminal, it will maybe last 2 to 3 years.
Oh.
Then the minimum charge, I think, will be 5 years per guilty verdict.
It means it's clear he will not be deported just like that.
Oh no, hindi talagang we made a conscious decision not to have him deported. Fair is fair.
No. And not only that, he may just move to another Asian country and do the same thing, right?
That's
For
right.
his content.
Now, I don't know if maybe he can come up with some money if they'll let him out on bond, but they really want to make an example of him. So, I mean, Tekashi 6ix9ine, once he got sent to jail in the Dominican Republic, and eventually he was able to get out of there. And I think what happened is, I think he was able to buy his way out. I think they play that down there. So maybe that's what they're holding out for. Maybe there's a way for him to buy himself out of there if he comes up with maybe something significant, like I would say at least 100,000 maybe would maybe change their mind, help them change their mind on this situation. Maybe we'll see. I don't know exactly how much he would have to pay them for something like that. I'm sure they'd be open ears though if he was able to come up with something significant that would catch their attention. So I don't know how much money he really has even, but I would guess somewhere around 100,000. You would hope you could maybe start off with something lower though, maybe like 50,000. See if that works. But it's worth a try, I guess. But right now they're not offering that. They're saying they want him to sit in that jail in the Philippines. They said he gets some, a few meals a day, I guess, and I'm hearing it's pretty bad conditions in there. It's pretty crowded, I'm hearing too. I mean, so it's definitely not an American jail at all. So he's gonna be sitting in there, and then on top of that, they're saying they want to hit him with 5 years per charge, and I think he has about 5 charges or something. So they're saying pretty much they're trying to give him 25 years. Now, I don't know if they can have him serve that all together down there, because that would be kind of messed up to give him 5 years for each charge and make him spend that time, is it consecutively they call or something versus concurrently? So I think with the Philippines, I don't know if they're going to try to keep him in there for 25 years, but I've been hearing that they're trying to possibly keep him as long as 25 years, which would mean, he would have to spend 5 years and another 5, then each charge. That's just over the top. That's over the top. If anything, I would say, I would guess he would be able to get out in 5 years. You would think that would sound more reasonable. I mean, that even sounds excessive, especially according to American standards. And then that's the thing is Vitaly isn't even American from what I understand. I believe he's a green card holder. So it sounds like he's actually a citizen of Russia. So that is another thing that's going to be interesting, is now you're dealing with a Russian citizen. So I don't really think he's going to have any help from America. I mean, why would, especially Trump, why would America be helping him if he's not even an American citizen? He's not an official American citizen. So they're going to be like, no, this is your guy. They're going to have to, let Russia know, hey, this is Russia's problem. If they want to try to get him out, they're going to be the ones that are going to have to negotiate that with the Philippines. So I don't even know why he was out there. I mean, you can't play around in other countries like that. You know, I mean, especially the Disturbing the Peace series was always kind of something where I was even annoyed by it. Like, let alone if you were one of the people in the skits. I mean, you could almost call them like a victim almost, you know, the people that were unsuspected, you know, targets of Vitaly in those videos. I'm sure those people were very annoyed and threatened. Like, you don't want somebody jumping on your, you know, I think he jumped on, it was a cop's motorcycle on top of that. I think it was a cop's motorcycle. He jumped on and acted like he was going to take off on it. You know, nobody, that's not funny to people. I mean, walking off of people's property and then giving it back. It's like, no, like, this is not, like, stop. Like, this is not funny, you know? I don't think people are having a good time. The only people having a good time are his viewers because they're watching it for entertainment. You know, they're enjoying watching other people go through all this stuff. So, yeah, it looks like they're trying to teach Vitaly a lesson that he'll never forget. And we'll see if he's able to ever come up off of these charges, because it's just not looking good for him right now. The person in charge of the Philippines right now looks like he's playing hardball right now, and he's not happy at all with Vitaly's antics out in the Philippines. They were very offended by his actions. They just want to make an example of him. At least, hopefully, they know or realize that this isn't an American. Like, Vitaly doesn't represent America. So hopefully they understand that this is a Russian citizen, not one of ours. So, because they are trying to make an example of him. So I'll keep you guys updated as I get more information. Make sure you hit that like button. Let's get over 100 likes on this video. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow exclusive updates on social media. All links are in the comment section and description box. If you can support this channel, please donate as little as $1 by becoming a YouTube member or a monthly Patreon. So thanks for tuning in. This has been Exclusive Updates, signing off.